to today's video. Today I do have a lot to show you, so we might as well just start the house slash church tour. I started building this a lot and thinking that this, obviously it's a church, but it's not a church anymore. It's a house nowadays. A church turned into a house. And I started building it thinking that here lives a famous painter. So she lives here with her husband, who is a famous musician, and they've just retired here and living their best life with their pets. So that was kind of the inspiration for this house. I'm trying to think, it's a big lot. I'm trying to think what would be the best way to show it, but maybe we could do a little aerial, what's it called, an aerial footage of it before we go to the details. So here's the main house, the old church, and then here we have so this is where they live, kind of like the main house. And then here we have a smaller church, and it's still kind of like a church form. And then here's an artist studio, a wine making room, and then here is a smith's room, or like a carpenter's room. And then here we also have an area for the chickens and a cow that can live here and roam here. But that's the aerial footage, I guess. I'm also sorry if the camera's really bouncy. I don't know what to do with it, to be honest. It's I tried to code it, I've tried everything, but it just still keeps bouncing around, so I just have to get used to it, I guess. So where should we start? I'm thinking the main building, but let's start from this floor here. So this is where you enter to the building, and here you have the entry hall and a small toilet area here. And I thought that it's fun that when you enter the house, the first thing you see is this. And for me, it just reminds me of the band Queen. It's like the main spot of the house, so whenever anyone comes to visit, that's the first thing they see. And then here we have the living room. So, and I also thought that they would obviously enjoy their arts, music and painting, but also their sports. So that could be a famous basketball player's jersey. And yeah, that's the living room. I always like these angles, like it kind of feels like you're living in that space, like you're actually in there. And I really wanted to keep the main house kind of clean, like not too cluttered, and kind of just a bit more clean. But then when we get to the other parts of the lot, they are a bit more cluttered and a bit more artsy, you could say, in a way. And here's the kitchen. Again, not that much clutter. And here is the fireplace, the seating area where you can sit and have dinner parties. And again, for me, this looks like I think it is. It's like a crown. So yeah, could be something to do with music. I'm thinking that this guy who's the famous musician, that he's from England, and he used to like know everyone back from the 80s, you know, all the rock bands and their musicians. But anyways, so when we come from the living room, we come towards the bedroom, the main bedroom, and here's just a space where you can go to the bedroom, I guess. And again, I wanted to keep the bedroom really clean and just kind of clutter free. And then here we have just a entry to the bedroom area. So from here you can go to the backyard, and here's a toilet, and then here we have a small writing nook and the family dog, Cutie, coming up the stairs. So when we go down the stairs, we get to, here's the laundry room, and then if you took the stairs from the main bedroom down here, you would get to here's the dressing room. So I'm imagining they would have like awesome costumes and things like that in these wardrobes, and then they could, you know, try them on here and see what it looks like from the mirror, and then get ready here and have some drinks. And from the dressing room we kind of get to the spa area of the house. So here we have a swimming pool, and I can see the dog has been in the pool. There's the puddle. So there's the swimming pool, and then just a bar where to relax, and then a area for sports, so a treadmill, a yoga mat, and meditation pillow. I'm thinking it would be awesome to do some like morning yoga here, or go for a short run and then have a shower and just dip into the pool. And then here we have a sauna, so from the sauna you can see to the pool, and here we have a shower space. I really wanted to, like I said, keep these relaxing quarters, we can say, very clean and very simple. So yeah, that's the spa of the house. And then when we go up, we get to the guest room, I guess. Here's just a small bathroom, and then here we have a bed, TV, fireplace, just a small couch, and a chess table. So that's the guest bedroom. And then when we go upstairs, it starts to get a bit more cluttered, which I personally love. So here we have a creative space, I would say. So there's the easel, so you can paint here. You can sit and write here, maybe have some wine, you know, take some pictures. And then when you've done all that, you can have a nap on the couch here. And then when you wake up, you can read your book. So that's that space. And this one, this doesn't really, it's just empty space. And yeah, that's the main house. And I don't think the main house is my favorite. My favorite is what I'm about to show you. So here's the courtyard, and you can enter to the courtyard from the main bedroom, so from here, or through the kitchen here. And here we have what's the best view? Maybe here. So yeah, here we have the barbecue, a rabbit, 2 rabbits actually, a fire area, and a small pond. And then when we go from here to here, here's a patch of field, or what's it called? What's that called again? Garden patch, yeah. And I thought that here you can grow grapevines, and then here you can make wine out of them. So here's the winemaker. And then when you've made your wine, you can sit in front of the fire and have a glass of wine and pet the cat. It's funny. I created the pet. I wanted her name to be Missy, but I didn't choose the last name, Missy Clifford. Anyways, that's her name now. So anyways, that's the winemaking room. And here's it's not really a kitchen area, but just a kitchen area, but more of just an area where you can clean your glasses, write down what you put in the wine, you know, a place to wash your hands after you're done, or your feet. And then when you go down here through these steps, you go to the actual wine cellar. So here are all the bottles of wine. And here you can sit and write down what my wine you've made and when was it made and all that. And then here's some barrels and a toilet, a bathroom. And so that's the winemaking room. And then here we have the chickens and the roosters. And then here we have a workshop for carpentry, so you can make different wooden objects here. And I like the idea that when you're here crafting, you can put on the fire, and while you're crafting something, you can look outside into nature. You just stand here and do your craft and look to the water. Yeah, so that's the craft room. And I was thinking that the person who lives here makes these small wine barrels and then paints them here. And then here we have another fireplace area. And then here where my sim is an artist studio. So again, a fireplace, many paintings, many candles. And then I thought that because her husband is a famous musician, they can hang out here together. She can paint and he can play the piano. And when we go here, here's just some of the paintings. What can you actually do with that? You can view it. And here we just have a small bathroom and like a kitchen corner nook. Where you can wash your brushes, make a cup of coffee, have a snack from the fridge. You don't really have to leave this area. You have the bathroom here and some snacks and some coffee here, and you can have a nap. You can take a nap on the chair. So happy days. And then when we go back to the chicken area, there's a small patch of field here. Maybe if I start the game, you can see how the birds fly from here. It's really cool. They just kind of take off all of a sudden. They're not really doing that right now. At least not as much as I've seen them do it. But anyways. So that's another garden patch area. And here's a flower arrangement desk where you can make arrangements of flowers. And here it's just a shed filled with stuff. You know, that kind of a shed. And here's the cow. And the cow lives here, and there's its food tray that I should refill, and then the water. I'm not really sure though. I don't think the cows can eat from the hay tray. I think that's only for the horses and the animals that come with the ranch pack. But anyways, I just thought it looks nice there. So that's where the cow lives. And from here we go back towards the, kind of want to call this a courtyard, but yeah. So from here, sorry, that was a quick turn. From here we get to the other church part. So this is something that I wanted to create a place that, obviously the main building was a church, so I wanted to create something that still kinda is a church, and that would be this one. So here's where you enter, you come to the church, and then here you have some bookshelves, some old seating area, like there is a word in English for these, I think. Yeah, there is, that I just can't think of right now. The church benches. And then here I'm thinking that when the man, the husband, when he plays, he can play for his neighbors, and they can come and sit here and watch, and they can have make like a day out of it. And it's funny that you can see the cow from the window. Like the cow can also listen to the music. So here's the old altar, now the stage. So the piano, different types of guitars, and this is actually a shelf in the game, but I thought it'd be funny to put it there because I read somewhere, I think, and also from school, they tell you about these shame benches that churches used to have, or at least where I'm from. They just wrote an article about a shame bench from the 1720s, and the whole purpose of this bench was that if you were like a sinner, if you were out drunk in the public, or if you weren't married and got a bit too close with someone, they would put you to sit on the shame bench. I don't actually know if that's the correct English term. In my language it would be called the shame bench. So the church would put you there to sit in front of the whole congregation so everyone can see that you're a sinner. So I thought that'd be fun if this church also still had its shame bench. And I kind of also thought it was funny to put a candle there to remember all the sinners, and place a bottle of wine there so that the sinners' ghosts can have a sip. But yeah, the shame bench. That's what I wanted to tell you. Anyways, moving on. And also I thought it was funny because when you look at this painting here, this one, it kind of looks like the dude's jamming a little bit. So if this guy is playing his guitar here in front of people, or the piano, he looks like he's jamming along with it. So I think it fits really well there. And And then here we have a toilet, and from here you get to this area. So I thought that this guy living here, he, as I said, a famous musician, he wanted to build a kind of like a replica of his old cellar where he used to practice playing in his parents' house. So I created this spot, this space where he can put his old posters up, like that's like his old poster back from the days, and that's an old poster, and that's also an old poster without the signatures. The one with the signatures is in the house, but this one's still here, you know? Kind of wanted to create this like a bit of a nostalgic space for him to hang out and come and jam and invite his friends over, and they can listen to old records and play some foosball. I think it's foosball. Yeah. And just jam like he's doing right now. So let's see what his moves are. Good moves. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, the tap of the foot, good. Yeah, so that's the whole idea of this space. To hang out with your friends and chill. So anything else that I wanted to show you? We've done this part, and then the artist studio, and then this. Yeah, I don't think there is anything else that to show. This was a big project. This was took me a lot of time to build this, but I'm really happy how it turned out. Yeah, I don't think there is anything else I wanted to show you. Maybe just so you see. Maybe I could show it a bit more from the this perspective. Yeah, so it's just it's a bit of a shame that the trees keep disappearing, so you can't get the full view. But here we go. That's the old church turned into a house. I hope you like it, and I hope you liked the video, and I hope the camera wasn't too bouncy. Let's see how much I have to edit this, but oh, and I just realized that there are cows there in the distance. Well, anyways, thank you for watching, and bye bye.